Joe Rizzo here with the coach of the Rockets, Jeremy Jacobus.
Good to see you like this again.
It is. Good to see you nice and cold again. It's been too warm, too long. Okay, so we got a couple of things to go over. The 16U team and the 19U team with a couple of games against the Lehigh Valley Phantoms. First game, Lehigh Valley takes it 8-1. Second game, a barn burner, goes to overtime. I didn't even know there was overtime. Apparently, 3-on-3 overtime, and the Phantoms narrowly take that one 3-2 right at the end. So let's give the quick observations. If you wanna meld the teams together, that's fine.
Let's take it game by game.
Okay, so why don't you start with the 16s?
So 16 game. Well, first of all, we had 7 players not show up today. Hopefully we start to get a better turnout. I know it's early in the season. We started off pretty good and pretty strong. I think it was 2-0 at the end of the first period. We let that one get away from us a little bit on the scoreboard, but some of those girls are just learning to play together. So I think that will tighten some things up. As far as the U19 game goes, much more competitive on both sides. I thought that game was tightly contested. There was lots of opportunities the other team had, and lots of opportunities that we had. That could certainly have changed the score, but very good pace to that game, and I felt like the girls played really hard. And the girls played hard in the first game as well. We're just learning how to play together.
There's a lot to take away from such an early game. I mean, it's August 21st, right? Mm-hmm. You've had a bunch of new girls coming together, and you have groups of them that have played together, for a long time.
Sure.
I mean, and even if, some of it's been a little interrupted year by year. But overall, what do you feel like the baseline is from today? Do you feel like you had a good baseline for an August 21st game leading into, the regular game starting in September?
I do, because for some of these girls, it's figuring out how to do it, right? And how to play hard and how to get our changes nailed down and all that kind of stuff. So, it's going to take some time to do some of that stuff better. But I got to say, what I take away right away is the work ethic. We understanding how hard you have to go to be competitive with the other team is a big factor. And I think today, girls that have been around and understanding how we play, and the new girls seeing, okay, this is how we do things. I think that's what we saw here today, and that's the biggest takeaway, is they figuring out how hard they have to work to be competitive and be successful.
The 19U game, I think we were kind of lamenting this a little bit. I think it's possible we might have seen the most exciting game of the season in the first game of the season. I'm not sure how you could top that. Maybe if you put something else on the line and you get into an overtime game that's so perfectly contested, but that's kind of had a playoff feeling to it, that game.
It really did, and I think the girls were fired up today to maybe show off what they've been working on, but definitely an exciting hockey game, way to start the season, and if this is just a start of what's to come, then it's going to be a very exciting hockey season. Girls are very fired up, and again, even the U19, we had 2 girls stay from the U16, so we really only had 8 skaters today. So once we get 3 or 4 skaters back, it's going to look even better, I'm sure of it.
Okay. Off the ice, you have a new room here that we're working on, a little place for the girls to hang out. I know camaraderie and teamwork and communication, not just on the ice but off the ice, is something that you've tried to foster and you believe in very dearly, from your 14s to your 16s to your 19s. Tell us a little bit about what happens inside here.
Well, we're going to probably play a lot of games at this rink this year, so we agreed to kind of make this like the girls' home, make them feel like they had a place here and that they were important. So, yeah, you can see in the background here, we've set up a girls' lounge. We're painting and doing some other things to the rink to try and get the girls to spend more time here. And, yeah, you mentioned the culture. I mean, we're trying to make it so that the girls have a really good place to come and practice, play, support one another. I mean, most of that 16 team stayed around for a long time. I could see them all down in the corner on the glass there, supporting the 19 team playing. So I think that's all the girls are kind of in this together, and we're spending a lot of time together. We have a lot of events that are planned for the future for bonding and such. So, very excited about what's to come. I mean, just getting the rink back in order and making the girls feel comfortable is just the first step.
Well, as we like to say, yeah, sometimes things don't work out on the scoreboard, but it's a great day to be a Rocket.
You betcha it is. And that was a great hockey game we just watched, by the way.
All right. For the coach, Jeremy Jacobus, I'm Joe Rizzo. Thanks for watching.